Viewers, welcome to this reading. This coffee cup reading is for all Scorpio and it's for the month of May, a little bit over 2026. I hope you'll enjoy this reading, my dear Scorpio. I hope it helps you see what's going on, what's coming, what's important for you to know, what is hidden, everything you need to know. Messages from the heavens, the universe, for every Scorpio. My dear Scorpio, I'd like to welcome you to the channel. Thank you all for being here. I'm in gratitude to all of you, to all your support. I will start with wishing you the best and showing you how beautiful your cup is. It is absolutely beautiful. There's so much going on. New doorways opening. Wow, archways. That's incredible. And a lot of hardship is coming. It's leaving your cup. A lot of heartache or people that were toxic leaving your life. I love that for you. Anyway, that's just an overall. But what I want to say is, for those of you who are new to the channel and first time for the coffee cup, I'd like you to know that I do meditate prior to the coffee cup, and I do get a lot of messages which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you at the end of the reading, so stay tuned for that. And now glasses on and let us begin. Okay, here we go. Starting from right at the beginning. What is this? Yes, oh wow. Yes, I love this because I'm seeing a certain freedom, a certain release from being very, what's the word? Okay, let me put it into, let's put it together. You've been working hard, extremely hard, in situations that are dealing with people that are codependent on you, people that are depending on you. And it looks to me like you've been so overwhelmed and your energy is so depleted that you're feeling down and frustrated. The good news is, first I was seeing all the good news, and then I saw your sorrow and how much you've gone through and all that you have been through, dealing especially with someone that has got air energy in them. I feel Aquarius very strong. It could be Gemini, could be Libra, but I feel Aquarius a lot because I do see the symbol of Uranus here. So I would say for the majority of Scorpio, dealing with someone that has got Aquarius in them. Now they might be a twin flame, maybe. No, I wouldn't say a twin flame. Maybe a bit of it could be someone that might have Cancer in them, water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, that you've been dealing with that have got air in them. So it's been quite turbulent, and they have been quite turbulent. They have gone through so much, and you've probably had to help them, support them, parent them, nurture them, even if it's not parenting, like if they're not your children, but you've been going through a parenting situation, a nurturing situation. And now a spiritual development has taken place, which is showing to me that your awareness is going to be heightened, and there's going to be a lot of understanding needed from your side to overcome and put an end to this situation. You are going to be independent. This person will finally be independent too, because I see one of your oldest wishes coming true, and probably one of your oldest wishes seems to be in search of some sort of release, relief, truth. And that's what's going to happen. I feel like you've been feeling restless and haven't been feeling well, and you need to communicate this. You need to take time out to really look at this. If it's in health matter, so you can deal with it. If it's a situation where you're dealing with karmic ties with someone, to know that, to trust divine timing. That's what I saw just when I was trying to work out what this doorway is. There's going to be a new doorway that's going to open up and release you, but it's on top of it, there's a clock, and that's where divine timing plays its role. There is a little bit left. You are going to be given the strength, the power, the courage, and the communication skills to overcome this until you leave the situation. It seems like you are leaving the situation, even though you might have said, I will never leave, I'll always be there. But somehow I feel like you're leaving a situation. Or maybe you're setting so many deep boundaries where you're saying to this person, I can't be there fully. I might be there temporary, or I might be there on call, but I won't be there fully. It's that kind of a situation. It's a situation where there is a change needed. In order to heal a situation, a big change is needed. And this change is sort of making you, setting you free in some ways and healing you. So yeah, it is. There is someone leaving someone in the cold. It does look like it, but it's that kind of situation. Somebody's turned their back on someone, but there is a bridge that needs to be crossed. There is a lot of healing. You need to go through a lot of healing and a lot of mending and releasing. Maybe you've put up and done so much to the point where you have become depleted. Your energies have become depleted. I do feel like there is a chapter ending. I do feel like all the indecisiveness, being indecisive, not knowing what to do, is connected to karma. You've got to know that. Maybe no one's explaining it. Maybe you don't know it is. But you know what? Karma is going to come to an end, and you are going to harvest all that you have sown. All your hard work is going to be given to you. There's a great announcement, and there's great worry over nothing. You might think, how will I do this? Will this ever happen? Yes, it's all happening. This is a time for fulfillment coming in your life. Fulfillment and luck. Extraordinary luck. I see amazing clovers here all over the place. I see a spiral. You're climbing the upward trend. I see good fortune. I see luck. And I see a great surprise. A wonderful surprise from the heavens. Something amazing. And I feel like it's to do with emotional fulfillment. Some of you are getting into a new job or a new career sometime in 2027. Just when you're lying back and resting and relaxing, all of a sudden something big happens. Connections, promotions, and connection with people, and then you're bang connecting with someone, and that's someone that you're dealing with. No matter how they come in your life, it is part of your chapter here, part of your work, part of your life, and it is a situation that's starting in 2027. For some of you, for some Scorpios, it's starting this year, and it's going to go on for years with someone like a friend or a lover or a business partner. I don't know how there's a new person entering your life, but they're entering your life on a deal, sort of like a promise and intent. It's very interesting. It doesn't show like exactly what's going on, like exactly if it's just love or more than love. But it is a situation or a business deal because it's connected to your job too. You might be meeting them in your job. You might be doing your business together. You might be starting thinking about the same career, studying together. It could be something like really like connecting you together on a high level. And it's starting for many Scorpios. No, for some Scorpios this year, for the majority of Scorpios starting next year onwards. 2027. Compassion is needed and cautiousness mingled together when you're dealing with someone releasing you from someone very difficult, or someone that there's a broken bridge between you and this person. You've got to take a stand and don't back down from this situation. This, whether it's someone opposing you, you've got all the strength to move forward with this. I feel like you need to use tactfulness and diplomacy, not direct raw truth, because it might not work with this person. You need to use compassion. It is someone that's very fragile. It could be someone that might be having mental issues or anger issues or childhood traumas. This person sometimes lashes out because of fear. In self-defense, maybe they're afraid to be alone. It could be anything like that. You just need, sometimes these feelings overwhelm you, and sometimes you want to run away from this person and then you stay on. But I do feel like it's taking a big big chunk of your cup, a lot, but I feel like ultimately there's going to be an unsuccessful outcome to this problem. It's not going to be a successful one where everything goes well. I feel like there's going to be an ending. And you know what? It looks like, yes, 100% now I see it clearly. There's a chapter ending and you are being rewarded. Rewarded for all your patience, rewarded for all that you have done. And it looks like you've done time. You've done a lot. 8 for some could be 8 months, 8 years for others, more than 8 years even. I feel like it's been ages you've been doing a lot with someone, and now it's time for it to end. In some cases, There is a situation where there's restrictions and boundaries being set. Duty and responsibility are part of them also, but there is a chapter ending completely. One of your oldest wishes, again, I will say, and a big wish is getting, like when I say all, because it does show time, a clock and the wish, the star, like the star here. So I'm seeing timing, and it looks like something in the past. It's been ages. And you've been sharing this with someone that's older, someone of the same sex, like if, whatever sex you are, it's someone like yourself that you've shared this with over and over and over. So many times you've talked about it. Maybe you're wanting your alone time. Maybe you're needing peace in your life. It is, because it's what I'm seeing is you're getting peace and harmony coming after you are granted your greatest wish. So this is going to happen, and this is divine timing very soon, and it's going to happen with this year, within this year to next year, because I do see 2027 all over the cup, believe it or not, even though we're doing just May, and we've just still in May 2026, but I'm seeing 2027 all over the place. I'm seeing you're going to take some action very quickly. There's news, information that's going to help you move forward. I see it's time for you to profit. Divine timing is going to be now in your life and giving you that which you need, and it's opening all these doorways for you. Stand strong. You stand very strong, and you stand alone but very strong. Carefree time, like happy without, and looking into adventure. You want to do so much. There's so much adventure coming along. Your fluctuating income was there because of a lot of interference from others, but now with new laws, new setting, like setting new rules and new boundaries and new strategies, you are going to be doing well. You are going to be making the right choices and not letting anything interfere with that. Great news awaits you. It's coming. It could be a package or a letter, but it's great news on its way to you. Some of you are going to be traveling, but traveling simple, not going too far, but going like, a simple trip, but enjoying it, traveling lightly. Do pay attention to your feelings and give them a chance to breathe. Don't submerge them and not, don't keep repressing them. Let them come out. Let them emerge. Even if you have to cry, it's okay. It's okay to cry, to release. In fact, it's really healing when you cry and release that you have inside you, what you have repressed. I'll just have a sip of water. Sorry, my dear viewers, my throat is drying up. And that's it. So letting them out, your emotions. Talking about emotions and release. I had to drink water. Okay, so yes, letting tears out is going to help big time. And right in the process of that, there's a lot happening. Something major takes place in your life. And look at this big head of a beautiful baby elephant. Now you'll say, why a baby? Because it looks so cute with its, yeah, I see an elephant here, a beautiful elephant. And it shows to me an elephant is a representation of a beautiful new journey, a spiritual journey. And it looks to me like it's going to be filled with power and love. Not just power, love and healing together. Very much into spirituality. You're going to get into spirituality a lot. It's a very spiritual journey. All disappointments, especially in one affair that affected you a lot. Not an affair as an affair relationship, in one matter. The disappointment is slowly disappearing. Where you were giving in to doubt, you were questioning everything, you were disappointed, and it was probably connected to someone of Chinese year of the rabbit. I see the rabbit here very strong. I also see the horse here, Chinese year of the horse, very strong. The rooster also is there, and the dog, Chinese year of the dog. So I do see an ending, an absolute ending, connected to the Chinese year of the rabbit, very strong, the rabbit. Maybe it was a bad investment. Maybe it was a situation that wasn't doing well. It was taking a lot out of you. Maybe it was very challenging, but it's over. It's coming to an end. In fact, there could have been a Cancer involved, because I do see the crab and I see the moon both together. I do see that there was a lot of problems, a lot of hesitation, a lot of problems, a lot of indecision, misunderstandings, hidden factors that you were dealing with that you didn't know that you were dealing with, somebody that had all these issues, but it's coming to an end. Your intuition is letting you know it's coming to an end, and you are right. Your intuition is right. It's ending. I see that there's some sort of magic going on around you. Some sort of magic that's making you see things clearly, that's helping you change things from what they were to the next level. I see you dealing with social media, internet, for some reason. Maybe to watch something, to understand a situation, to help someone. This is very much connected to friends, maybe close friends. It is to do with happiness, happies, affairs, to do with family, perhaps even connected to the Chinese year of the dog, and something about the environment, something about changing your environment or changing somebody else's environment. But you are very much researching information, putting together information, concocting things together, creating something, some sort of energy. But this is all connected to something to do with number 10, Chinese year of the rooster. And my dear Scorpio, especially those Scorpios who are born in October, I feel like you are going to be doing something so incredible, something magical is taking place in October for you. A lot of environmental change and bringing you a lot of success and transcending you to high levels. Family is very much connected to this, and friendship. So it could be happening. This could be for family or for friendships. Or it could be for your work if you have clients that you're working with. Financial discipline is needed, especially at a time where there's a lot of money, a lot of luck, you get sums of money. You need to discipline yourself so that you're not overspending. Strategies are needed. You have to implement strategies to put money, how to invest it, what to do. You've got to do that. You are going to be meeting someone very stable, very strong. This person has qualities unlike anything you've seen. You will love their qualities because they're so powerful. In a way, they're like you and a little bit more stronger than you. More, what's the word? More stable, more secure than you. And you are going to love this because you've got these qualities within you, but they're not as strong as them. And this is what makes you'll feel really amazed with this person. I see commitment. There could be long-term commitment. There could be investment commitment. You might invest together. You might work well together. You might do some sort of partnership together. You're working together. There's a lot of fulfillment together with someone that is very powerful. Now, again, I see large amounts of money, and I'm talking like hundreds of thousands, and I'm seeing that there is movement to a better place. It's like you're buying somewhere. You might even buy high this time, maybe like an apartment that's high. You're relocating, that's for sure, but I think you're living up. Like it could be a place that's on a hill. This could be a land on a hill. You might be buying land and building, but it is high up. It's on a building, not on, either living in a building which is high, but also I see the latitude here. It looks to me like there is some sort of maybe a hill. You might be living on a hill where you've got a lot of scenery. There's something like that here. But you're stepping into a new experience and loving it. You're loving where you're stepping to. And I see empowerment. I see fulfillment. I see radiance. I see success. The sun is all over the place. I see great victory. I see chemistry between you and someone you truly trust. Slowly you will realize, and I say maybe from November to 2027, you will realize that this connection with this person is very special. It's one that's worth treasuring, and it's one that's different than anything you've had all your life. The change is going to be profound. And you will say, I'm so glad I released whatever energy I had with X or someone, and that karmic chapter was over, and all your patience is going to be rewarded with someone wonderful. Someone who used to say always, I'm sorry, but kept on making the same mistake over and over. That was a very strong spiritual career. That was a situation where you have taken on to take care of that person that did literally deplete all your energy. Someone with so many mistakes and continuously making the same mistakes over and over. It's a completion, an end of a very karmic chapter. That was a chapter which you might say, I would never choose something like this for myself. It isn't about when you are a soul and coming to this world. Even if it's you making the choice, an angel makes it for you, the universe makes it for you, whoever makes it, whatever mission you are given when you come here. Some take 1 or 2 missions, some take 5, 6 missions. It depends on your ranking and how. Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about this. Gosh, why do I make these mistakes? Okay. No, I'm not supposed to talk about these things. I'll just say one thing. It looks to me like you've taken on a job here that depleted your energy a lot, and it was for too long. And it's for this that you are going to be rewarded big time. And I want you to know, you might think, no, this is not going to end. I thought it was going to end last year. I thought it was going to happen 2 years ago. But it's ending. It's over. You've done time. You've done the hard work. In fact, you're finished. You're depleted. You've reached to a level you can't handle anymore. It is to do with someone that constantly apologized. I'm sorry. Or owes you a million apology. I really want to know. Can you connect to what I'm saying? Not all of you, but a big number of Scorpio are going through this. That's what I feel on a high level. So it's going to be the greatest time when you're completing and saying goodbye to this person. And, it was someone that was constantly putting on a facade and constantly questioning if you cared. And you could just, it was a big quest and you've passed it, it's over. And it was a nurturing energy. All your energy, your nurturing energy was put into this person. And that chapter is over. A big relief. And then you're meeting someone so faithful and so loyal and so wonderful that they're so powerful they don't need. In fact, it is through them that you're discovering your qualities and your power and your strength. This is a great journey into a beautiful love life that's going to begin, or a partnership of some sort. That's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of care, and you'll feel like as though your life started when you met this person. Keep an open mind, because this is about your soulmate. I see soulmate and abundance sitting hand in hand next to each other. A lot of abundance and a soulmate. Now, this soulmate connection can be, which I'll tell you who your soulmate is. You might be with a difficult karmic person now, like air and water, dealing with someone that's air and water, which makes them very unstable already within. And it all comes, of course, from their life and their conditioning and their childhood. No one is really to blame for the outcome of who they become. It is our childhood, our upbringing that governs who we become. So now, most of the time, and sometimes it's just karma and the work we do here. The other factor is what I don't want to get out of the subject. Your soulmate is earth first and fire together. That's what starts your life. Earth and fire. At this point in time, I see the majority of Scorpio unhappy in water air relationship. And you know what? Remember how I said Cancer, Aquarius? I see that now here in front of me. I see 5 Cancer, 3 Scorpio, 3 Pisces. And the water energy, Cancer ruling the way. So a lot of Scorpios are with Cancers. And the air energy, I see Aquarius, 1, 2, 3, 4, Uranus, the symbol of Uranus, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I see Libra with Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, but Aquarius leading the way. Aquarius leading the way. So many of you are with Cancer that has Aquarius in them. Or maybe you're with Cancer that might have Gemini, Virgo, or Taurus, Libra. Now, as for the earth energy, I see Capricorn here very strong. This is your soulmate. Part of your soulmate is earth and fire. I see that's coming a bit later. You're not with that person. First, you are dealing with water and air. Now I see earth energy and fire next to each other, coming after the water and air. The next one is Capricorn, Taurus with Libra, and Virgo, Gemini. Now, Capricorn, there's 3. Taurus, Libra, there's 3. And we had them before, 3. That makes it 6 Taurus, Libra. Many of you will be dealing with a Taurus, Libra. And Virgo, Gemini, we had 3. And here we have Virgo, Gemini, just 2. So 5 Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, leading the way by far. But remember, your soulmate that's pure with no air is Capricorn. So Capricorn is your number 1 soulmate that comes with fire energy. Leading the way here, we got Leo first, second Aries, and then Sagittarius. But no, Aries and Leo are on the same level. They're the same, 5 each. So that shows the majority of you will be dealing with fire energy, either Aries or Leo, and second becomes Sagittarius. But remember, Capricorn, Leo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aries is your soulmate. Pure 100% soulmate, just so you know. Then comes everything else, like a twin flame. Then you got twin flames, which we don't want to go into. As for the Chineses, I'll go through them very quickly. For the majority, we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, Chinese year, for the majority of Scorpio, Chinese year of the goat, the pig, the rabbit, the monkey, the dragon, the horse, the dog. And there is 1 rat. So that explains now I'm going to go through this part here, which is delivering. I was going to have a drink of water, but I won't because I just had one, so that's okay. Transformations, purifications, mother situation, nurturing energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know, it's very amazing. For those Scorpios who are born in October, which was mentioned, I will have a sip of water. I'm sorry, I do need one. And it's done. My dear Scorpio, for those Scorpios who are born in October, remember to watch the Libra also, because you know what's incredible? This is hardly ever happens. Transformations, purifications, mother nurturing energy came to Libra. I was shocked when I saw it. October was all over the place. The Scorpio part of October, the Scorpios that are born in October need to watch Libra also, because the same message came from the heavens. Transformations in your life, purifications, that means the removal of toxicity. And there's going to be, especially if you're doing time, like we talked about, there's a karmic chapter ending that you were doing a mother's job, a nurturing job, a parent job. That's what we got actually, Libra, parent, mother was highlighted like this exactly. Mother was and the parent, which is a very nurturing energy. Some of you are becoming mothers literally, and some of you are doing a parent's job to an adult who might be very difficult to deal with. But transformations forever, listen to this, transformations forever. Something is transforming for good forever. But there was a lot of nurturing energy that you did go through. Life's purpose, is this for real? Sounds so. Life's purpose, seek your deeper vision of life. You will find your life's purpose after this ending of being a parent. It's coming to an end, and you're moving forward with great new life's purpose. Something to do with the cat. Look at this, the cat. Remember I said there was a rabbit here where they're calling it cat, which is the Chinese year of the rabbit. I said there's a karmic chapter ending with a rabbit. I see it here again. There is a rabbit. They have got Capricorn in them. They might have Chinese, or they could be the Chinese year of the goat, but the rabbit was mentioned here and here twice. Many of you are dealing with the Chinese year of the rabbit, and someone that might have Capricorn in them. They might have Capricorn and air in them. For some of you, there could be a soulmate that's coming that could be born Chinese year of the goat or the rabbit that has got Capricorn. Remember I said Capricorn. Capricorn is your number 1. What's the word? Let me just think. Now we can't have it with air. If it's with air, it doesn't become a soulmate or a twin flame. But an earth energy with water, it becomes your twin flame. So if you have a Cancer with Capricorn, it's a twin flame. Put a little bit of air there, it becomes a little bit karmic. Okay. So, and if it's Capricorn, of course, earth energy with fire, it's a soulmate. It goes without saying. It says a song lyrics. Pay attention, and you are going to be repeating a song. A song's lyrics that you are repeating, you need to pay attention to them. They are messages, especially from the heavens for you. Something about the ox, Chinese year of the ox or buffalo, justice will be yours. Something to do with Libra also. A Libra connected to an ox, born Chinese year of the ox, Libra. Gratitude, there is so much gratitude. Something about house keys, you're getting house keys. Gratitude and house keys. This could be a gift from the heavens, could be a windfall, getting a house keys. House keys can also be keys to a business, doing business from home could be also, but it is gratitude, it can be a gift. Wow. Appreciate you. Somebody appreciates you. They really do, and maybe they're showing it. Something happening in October. Something big happening in October. Or somebody born in October who is Libra, Scorpio again. Libra or Scorpio or Libra, Scorpio. Something about a chicken and rooster. Something about chicken. Pay attention to chicken or eating healthy chicken. Something about a rooster. The chicken is also, the rooster is called the chicken in some cases, just like the sheep and the goat, just like the ox and the buffalo and the Chinese years. But there could be somebody born in the Chinese year of the rooster also. Something about a vulture. Now the vulture is about not wasting. It's about not wasting. So if you're dealing with chicken or a rooster, maybe maybe they're becoming a bit frugal because they don't want you to waste things. The vulture is it's a scavenger it's about waste. Not to waste. Nothing is wasted when there's a vulture. And there could be a vulture is also someone that is after something you've got. They're after something. That's also a vulture. Okay, so moving on now to the letters. Now the initials. These initials, the more the number of the initial, the majority of you will be dealing with these initials. These people with these initials. So the first one is J for Japan. I've got 5. 5 times I was given the letter J for Japan. That means the majority of you will be dealing with a person that has J in their initials. First name, middle name, surname. 5 times the letter J for Japan. 7 times the letter Y. I always get Y a lot. It's shocking. 7 times the letter Y for yes. 4 times the letter U for umbrella. 4 times the letter G for grass. 3 times the letter E for elephant. 4 times the letter K for kangaroo. 4 times the letter M for money. 4 times the letter C for Canada. 2 times the letter L for London. 2 times the letter W for winter. And the rest are one of each. We've got P for pony, A for Alaska, R for Rome, D for dog, V for victory, H for horse, F for France or fox, X for x-rays or for she, like shield, Sean and Shona, something like that. Okay, so the shirt. Twice I was given number 3. Number 3 is connected to the tiger. The more the number, the majority of you will be dealing with it. So it impacts. It intensifies when it's doubled, tripled, quadrupled, and so forth. 2 times the letter 3, which is connected to the Chinese year of the tiger. It is connected to people born in March who are Pisces or Aries. It is about March 2027. It is about family. It's about commitment. It's about business. It's about education. It's about an upgrade in life. And it's about a family matter. All that and education and upgrade and business. It means any of those things. From the time you see this cup all the way to March 2027. And for some, it'll be within 3 weeks. Now, the next one is number 9. Chinese year of the monkey connected to September, which is Virgo or Libra. We had Libra before. It's a Libra season. And Virgo season, September. September itself, September 2026, marks a time where you will overcome a challenge and it will be completely ended and over by September. It is also about a lot of entertainment, happiness, and celebrations after a major struggle that has come to an end, a major challenge. Entertainment and fun. From the time you see this cup all the way to September, you are going to be loving the end of a chapter and the beginning of a great new life filled with happiness, entertainment, and joy. And that's the end of your reading, my dear Scorpio. Do give me a thumbs up. I wish you abundance of blessings, love, light, peace, harmony, and lots of joy. Namaste.